In recent years, Iran has increasingly relocated significant portions of its ballistic and cruise missile forces into the mountains and buried them in underground tunnel networks, a strategic shift that has major implications for deterrence, survivability, and regional power dynamics. Here's the why behind this move. 1. Protection from airstrikes and preemptive attacks. One of the core reasons Iran places missiles under mountains or deep underground is to shield them from enemy precision strikes. Underground or mountain-based missile sites are much harder to destroy with conventional air power, even with bunker-buster munitions designed to penetrate hardened facilities. Iran's network of tunnels and underground missile storage areas can protect missiles from detection and strike, especially if built under hundreds of meters of rock and reinforced concrete. In past regional conflicts, adversaries have shown they are willing to strike deep into Iranian territory, and Iran's strategic planners have taken note. Moving missiles into protected terrain makes them more survivable in a surprise attack. Two, hidden and dispersed baselines reduce vulnerability. By placing missiles inside mountains or underground structures spread across multiple provinces, Iran forces any attacker to deal with a wide and dispersed target set. Iran's missile cities, subterranean complexes housing dozens or even hundreds of missiles, mean that even if some launchers were damaged, others would remain intact and ready to fire. Officials have described these facilities metaphorically as dormant volcanoes, ready to erupt at short notice. This dispersal strategy increases redundancy and resilience, a classic approach in modern anti-access/area denial (A2AD) doctrines. Three, concealing launch sites from surveillance and early warning. Open satellite and aerial surveillance makes static missile forces vulnerable. A mobile launcher on an open base can be tracked and targeted long before it ever fires. Concealing missiles in mountains and tunnels makes them much harder for satellites, drones, and radar systems to locate. Even if some infrastructure is observable, entrances, camouflage, and underground networks make precise targeting difficult. This concealment increases Iran's strategic ambiguity. The enemy can never be sure how many missiles remain or where they are, reducing the effectiveness of preemptive planning. Four, reduced launch preparation time for some missile types. Some underground missile complexes are designed not just for storage, but also for rapid launch, effectively shortening the time between an order to fire and actual missile flight. In conventional missile bases, especially for liquid-fueled missiles, fueling and preparation can take hours' time that makes detection and disruption more likely. In contrast, well-protected, pre-configured underground launch sites with ready-to-fire missiles can reduce this timeline significantly. Five, a message of deterrence and strategic readiness. Iran's leadership often showcases these underground facilities publicly or leaks images and descriptions via state media. This has a dual purpose: deterrence, signaling to adversaries that Iranian missile forces can't easily be wiped out in a preemptive strike. Internal reassurance, showing domestic audiences that the military remains capable and resilient despite external pressure. Iran's own commentary about these sites emphasizes their readiness, quote, to retaliate in the shortest possible time, if threatened. Six, using geography as a natural shield. Iran's varied terrain, especially the Zagros and Alborz mountain ranges, offers natural advantages for subterranean concealment. Hard rock formations provide rigidity for tunnel networks and make detection and destruction far harder than flat terrain missile bases. Analyses of satellite imagery have identified multiple miles of possible underground launch tunnels and silos embedded in mountains locations that are naturally difficult to penetrate with conventional explosives. Iran has seen how modern air forces strike deep, precision targets such as nuclear or military sites, and has taken lessons from both Western and regional campaigns. In some recent conflicts, sites buried under significant overburden required multiple large bunker-busting bombs to neutralize, or were harder to destroy than surface facilities.